And so you are currently in the role of their trusted advisor.
Right.
And so being in that role, it is your responsibility to check in and see if she wants to keep that open or if you should close it and, send her a closing letter.
Right.
And again, you're just asking for permission. Like, I want to support you as best as I can because you've turned to me as your trusted advisor. And so you now need to tell me how to best support you. Are you willing for me to ask you some questions that might help to clarify your next steps?
Hello, and welcome to the New Law Podcast, where we guide entrepreneurial lawyers to build law practices into businesses they love. I'm Ali Katz.
In this episode, you are going to hear me coach Ashley on what to do when they don't engage right away and how to make sure that you get the greatest chance of payment and engagement on the day of your consultation or planning session. All right, I'll see you on the other side. Congratulations. I know you're out there rocking it.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. You've got some did not engages among a lot of did engages. So tell me, do you want to pick one that might help you understand the rest, or tell me a little bit about what?
I think Jessica put that on about one specific one, but I was telling her that I thought it was weird. I'm feeling pretty lucky in the sense that I can count my do not engages on probably one hand, because most of mine are referrals, so they're already kind of warm when they come in.
Yeah.
But I've noticed I have an issue where we go through the family wealth planning session, they verbally agree to which plan they want, and we do the design, and then we send them the engagement letter and the invoice either immediately following, or if it's an evening one, my CSD sends it the next morning. And I've had 3 of them that's when they back out.
Yeah, don't do that. What I saw that many of the lawyers are doing is getting them to sign on the Zoom.
Okay.
So you have it pre-set up in DocuSign. You go over it with them just as you would if they were in person, and then they sign right there.
Okay. Yeah, and the one that I was kind of confused about, she's a referral partner, so I don't really want to burn a bridge with her, but her and her husband, she told me from the beginning, she kept saying it was her husband and he wasn't on board. And we had the family wealth planning session and he was fine. I mean, it went fine. He and I hit it off and we talked about stuff and it was fine. He actually sent me the copy of their deed after. So that to me tells me that they're on board. And then they were slow to sign their engagement letter and pay. She emailed me and was like, oh, I'm sorry. We're not normally flaky. We just paid our taxes. We're going to get this paid next week. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I said, well, can you at least sign the engagement letter? Because they expire on my end and then we're going to have to reissue it and it's pain. Just get that signed. And then when you get the payment taken care of, we'll get everything else sorted out. So then she emailed me and said that they wanted to push it till after they went on vacation. They're on vacation this week. They wanted to push their signing until after vacation. And I said, oh, that's fine. And I said, what about this day or this day? And I didn't hear back from her for a few days. And then she emailed me back and she's like, my husband and I had a long talk about this last night and he's just really not on board to make the financial commitment. She's like, I'm so sorry. She was like, I know we really need this and I feel like we're not going to be protected. And so I emailed her back and I just said, do you want me to reply to his email to me directly, and see if there's a concern, is it worth hopping on another call? And then I gave her the option because they had signed up for the trust plan. I had given her the option. I said, well, if he's not on board with doing the trust plan, why don't we at least do a family plan, have at least the guardians in place for your kids. And from that standpoint, and then when you're ready to pull the trigger on the trust plan, because she owns a nonprofit, I said, we can always upgrade your plan at that point. And I haven't heard back since, but that was the week before they left on vacation. So I'm just kind of chalking it up to that, but I don't know.
It's going to happen. You just need to stay present with them and meet whatever's going on. They paid taxes. They went on vacation. They're feeling not flush with money. They have kids?
They have 2 little kids.
Yeah. And they have money? What's their situation?
Yeah, they have a decent amount. They're in their late 30s and they both have health issues. She had cancer and he has MS. So, they're the textbook person that needs an estate plan, but...
You saw their cash situation. What is it?
Honestly, it's been a month. I don't remember off the top of my head. They were fine to pay it. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a cash issue.
Yeah, it's just allocation of resources. And I would recommend, so it's not about burning bridges. You're never going to burn a bridge. This is, as you said, a referral partner. she wants to do planning. She's blaming it on her husband. So I would say that the next, conversation is, have you been talking on the phone or it's email?
It's usually email.
I would get on a phone call with her, say, hey, I just want to get on the phone with you, and just get clear on next steps. And then on the phone with her, really hold space for the objection and get really curious about what's really going on.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've been on calls where there's a spouse that's not on board, and that was not this situation.
Yeah, so she can just be overwhelmed and just blaming it on him. And so I would try to make space for a conversation that goes something like, I know you all really need this planning, and yet, you said isn't willing to make the financial investment right now, but we know what the cost will be of not doing it and something happening. So yeah, let's just have an open conversation about what's really happening for you so that I can understand and help you make a really good choice that you're going to feel good about and that he's going to feel good about.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Is there something you're not telling me, or is there something you're not saying? Like, I appreciate our relationship so much, and I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing by you and for you. And part of my job as your trusted advisor is to, help you make the best decisions. And so in order to do that, I have to know what's really going on for you.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's anything I did, because like she has tagged me on my social media account. Like she tagged a friend and was like, oh, you need to do this with Ashley, that kind of stuff. I don't want to overstep either and push too hard where then I do ruin that relationship.
Right. So the key to that is asking permission.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll wait until she gets back and is settled from vacation, and then I'll touch base.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
Would you love direct support to help you grow your law practice into a business you love? Go to newlawbusinessmodel.com/show and sign up for a call with one of our trusted law business advisors. Each of our advisors has been trained directly by me over the past 5 years plus to help you chart your path from wherever you are now to where you want to go as efficiently and effectively as possible. You're ready to grow. We're here to help.
Wait till she's back from vacation. And then, you're checking in from the place of, even though she hasn't signed the engagement letter, like they were a yes. And so you are currently in the role of their trusted advisor.
Right.
And so being in that role, it is your responsibility to check in and see if she wants to keep that open, or if you should close it and, send her a closing letter.
Right.
And again, you're just asking for permission. Like, I want to support you as best as I can because you've turned to me as your trusted advisor. And so you now need to tell me how to best support you. Are you willing for me to ask you some questions that might help to clarify your next steps?
Right. Okay.
Notice how I checked in. Are you willing for me to ask you some questions that will help to clarify your next steps?
Right. Right.
Maybe she says no, and you then send the did not engage letter.
All right. Well, that works.
All right. Let us know how it goes, Ashley. And then build in signing the engagement letter on the virtual meeting.
Okay.
And I would look at the other two situations that you said where they did back out and just look at what's there. Like, create a follow-up plan with them too.
Okay. They're all in Accelerator, so they're getting follow-up one way or the other?
Yeah. But did you send the did not engage letter?
No.
Okay, you've got to do that for sure. But before you do that, you should check in with them again. You should have a voice-to-voice conversation with them, because as of now, they were a yes, and they identified things that were important to them, and you need to find out why those things are no longer important to them.
Right. Okay. Will do.
Okay, thanks, Ashley. If you loved the way that I coached Ashley in this episode and you would love to receive your own support so you don't have to reinvent the wheel, you don't have to go it alone, go to newlaw.co/show and book a call with a law business advisor so that you can get my mentorship on your business, shortcut your process so that you are not reinventing the wheel, so you can engage close to 100% of the people you meet with, collect payment right away, and stop wasting your time with people who aren't going to go forward or not knowing what to do when they don't. So go to newlaw.co/show and let us get you on the path to PFL. I'll see you on the inside.